So I noticed in my last broadcast that even with this new microphone, my voice volume's really low. I don't want to have to talk too loud, you know. So I mean, I guess I'll just continue minimal commentary. I guess I should have talked while a loading screen was going on, but yeah, I've noticed that my voice doesn't carry very well, even with this new microphone headset. I don't know what else to do. I mean, I guess real quick before I enter madness, let me check my settings. Um, Microphone level. Hello, 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 hello. A little more. I think that's about as high as I can go before it starts to peak too high. So we'll try this. So we'll try this. Nope. Right there? Right there. Okay. We'll give that a go. I've wanted to play this game for a long time. I'm a huge Lovecraft fan. I love the monsters and the madness that goes with the Cthulhu mythos. I've really wanted to get into this game for a long time. I'm glad I finally upgraded to PlayStation Premium for at least a little while, and I get to try this out. So enjoy this together. Ah, yes, the fish monsters. Okay. So if I know anything about Cthulhu, and since, you know, we haven't been introduced to anybody, I'm gonna assume that this is a dream. Or a nightmare, per se, and I'm gonna snap out of it. You know what's weird is that, like, I don't get scared so much. It's, like, for some reason I'm kind of picky on which games I play. I don't know, it's like I have to really be in the mood to try something. Okay, I can crouch. Is there anything worth crouching for? Oh, I'm gonna probably have to hide from shit, and I heard this is like a detective kind of game, so I'm gonna have to like find clues. Okay. Yep. Okay. So there's gonna be a key somewhere. Do I have anything I can do? I can look left and right. That doesn't do anything. This is crouch. That's right. That doesn't do anything. I can just move. Can I sprint? I cannot. Okay, so it looks like there's not a lot to do right now. Looking for a key or something to deal with that chain. that's where I came from. I mean, is there something back in here? I cannot even go back in there. Okay. Okay, so my touchpad will eventually do something. Oh, duh. Okay. Oh. I must light up some items to interact with. Alright, so I got some light. That's nice. Oh. Oh. Okay. And this is coming from someone who does not like bolt cutters. Nice. Okay, cool. I do not like the ocean. I do not. The ocean scares me. Things in the ocean scare me. No, thank you.
In my wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Okay. Okay. Oh, the bolt cutters can only be used once? That's so cool. Well, I don't need to go back in there, so that's fine. That's not an item. Alright. Oh shit, that's a whole orca. You know what? I don't care much for monetization. You're telling me, man. Jesus. What was I saying? Oh, I guess I don't care for monetization right now very much. It's not like I have a lot of viewers or anything. So I'll just let loose and cuss a little bit. You know?
Don't fight.
To run, hold L2. Alright, hold L2 to run. I felt like there was some area I didn't look at much over here. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Nope. No, yeah, I def came here. Okay. Do-do-do. So this is running, because this is walking. Okay.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey. I wonder why I still take these things.
strength, medicine, occultism, psychology, spot hidden. So he comes with base stats. Alright. Sanity. This is one of those things that bites me in the ass later, huh? Well, I guess one won't hurt. Yeah, I figured. Whatever, I had a drink.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I might have kept the music on. Alright. Oh, I'm still looking around.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh, okay. So I have 8 available points for whatever reason. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Improving this skill increases your chances of convincing or manipulating during discussions. Alright. Call upon your physical power. Improving the skill increases your chance of forcing doors or mechanisms or of using violence during interactive discussions. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving the skill increases your chances of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object and of picking locks. Okay. Ability to find hidden objects. Okay. Improving the skill of finding hidden objects. Undiscovered object will not appear in-game. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving the skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or on the analysis of objects. Okay. Knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving the skill increases your chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. Yeah, I might as well raise this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Um, 6 till next level, huh? 2 and 4. Medical knowledge, determining dosage of a drug, making a diagnosis, or expressing your understanding of a medical problem. I don't know how important these things are going to be. Alright, well, this is a first time playthrough. Yeah,
Thank you
let's
for
go.
this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date.
Alright.
On a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Oh, hold it.
What's
Okay.
this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Alright, so I'll be in this menu quite a bit. 63 years old, wealthy businessman, respected for Boston area. Came to see me in order that I investigate the death of his daughter, ready to do anything to prove his daughter not mad. Charles Hawkins is dead, 41, ship owner. Local celebrity on Darkwater. Heir of ship owner, family used to travel a lot, met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. Fell in love, got married, took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon and lived a very secret life. Sarah was 33, painter, known for her tortured artistic universe. Okay, she was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rate of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnists. A wealthy Boston heiress known for her party-going chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She disappeared from front pages of newspapers and nobody ever heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continued to seek the truth. And Simon, only son, died in a fire with his family. Alright.
Dark water.
Wait, there's more, right? Yeah. No? Oh, a cult. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others, Sarah Hawkins relieves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. If her paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. If her paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Alright. Depicts a monstrous silhouette threatening a woman and child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thinks that it is linked to the death of his daughter.
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Alright. I can close this drawer. Open this
Married
one.
woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Close that up.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract...
Dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. The first volume lists all illnesses known in the civilized world, the details of symptoms and suitable treatment.
top-notch cases. I used to be an avid reader.
Used to be. Man, I feel that. I feel that. I was gonna say something, but I feel that. A lot of audiobooks now, if anything. Okay, so I think I checked... Nope.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Height. Alright, I think, well... That's a lot of bottles, sir.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream? Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts. Okay. Huh.
All I have to do is go to the port.
The port. Okay. I found something on Darkwater. Small inhospitable island whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs and sharp reefs, and with only one outlet to the sea. It is mainly inhabited by the descendants of whalers who set up a supply post there in the 1800s. It was hit severely by the collapse of this activity. I think that the only venture on the island that is still profitable is its medical institute.
I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Bye. Oof, loading screens. Okay. back. Ooh-wee! Looks like we found a ship to Darkwater!
We're almost there.
I've been kind of wondering, well, okay, so like I've read a lot of Lovecraft stories, but I haven't done a lot of like, you know, looking into like biography, you know, about him. I mean, I know he was a recluse, you know.
There's guys coming to unload.
Oh yeah? Nah, just kidding. Yeah, I know he was a recluse.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
Auto walking, I love it. Okay.
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great pain to what a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Alright, so, like I was saying, yeah, I know he was a recluse. You know, he had very few friends towards the end of his life. He became less like, like, less of a shut-in. I know he had, like, a long-distance friendship. You know, I know a few things here and there. I mean, I know about his cat. We all know about Lovecraft's cat. And that's what I was gonna get to. Yeah, he apparently became, like, you know, less racist, more open-minded, I suppose, towards the end of his life and stuff. But I wasn't. Anyways, I was saying because I was wondering if his interest in like detective work came from like you know, I guess reading. If he was such a recluse, right? Oh, we're not gonna tell me how much anymore. 17% on medicine. 6 for next level. Oh, I can only improve this with objects in the environment. I wish I would have read that. Golly. Okay. All right, at the entrance of the port to at the entrance to the port of Darkwater, one still passes in front of the shell of the Scylla, the last whaling ship to have brought back a catch. Sailors wander the docks looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers has set itself up there and is gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and mainland. Here, the golden age of whale hunting is but a distant memory. Huh. Okay. They have some kind of centralized economy, I suppose, if they're still looking for work, or I guess they might be just bored. Alright. Okay, that's just a case. Okay, I thought I could, like, use that somehow to improve my knowledge. Okay, and that's Darkwater. Jeez.
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots!
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You
That's
can't
no
understand. You're not
Lol.
sailors.
Okay, I did kind of piss him off. Alright.
Something coming.
Slightly distracted for a
Something real
second too.
bad.
Okay, I forgot. L2 to run, right? My brisk walk.
We're already in trouble.
Come on, can we sort this out? You can see
There's nothing for you here either.
There's nothing to
Beat
sort
it.
out. Your chum...
Fair enough. I was told to go to the bar.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Maybe I shouldn't have taken that first drink. Whatever. Because I'm definitely going to have a drink if I'm here at the bar and around a bunch of these other locals. What is it? One Sprite remix, please. And is anyone here an Uber driver? Oof.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Homeboy spit on me first, well on the floor, but you know what I mean. Hold to test eloquence. Ooh.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You
Eh,
strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing.
I kind of feel
You
like I
don't
was
have
standing
what
up for
it takes to
myself a
drink
bit.
my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the end.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Alright, that's fair, I guess. Whatever.
That'll be all for now.
Just remember, you spat on the floor first. I mean, like, that could have gotten bad, but it didn't.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater Port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board, of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales. Oh my god. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The survivors sailing told Oh my god, the surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of dark water to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop for storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper, visit him in the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. That's tight. That's tight. That's tight. Pretty sure that was real tight back in the day. Alright, so... Okay, that was that. Wait, that was an occult piece? Okay. Roy Mitchell, 55, owner of the Stranded Whale. Runs the only bar. No hold in the Stranded Whale. The man therefore knows more than anyone secrets and rumors that inhabitants of the island exchange after a few glasses. Mitchell is devoted to the golden age of whale hunting. If the numerous trophies that decorate his establishment are anything to go by, the man will talk freely on this subject on which he is so keen, but he will be far less enthusiastic if anyone wants to inquire about his source of liquor. A bar where liquor is served with total impunity. It's the last thing I expected to find when I arrived on this island. The Stranded Whale is its name, and it's managed with an iron hand by the owner, a certain Mitchell. He does not tolerate troublemakers, and he fiercely protects the identity of his supplier. All the inhabitants of the area seem to go there, and I even saw what looks to be a truce between the bootleggers and the sailors. All right. Oh. Okay.
He said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed. My God. You said
I caught y'all checking me from the other side of the bar.
What you looking
What's
at,
up?
stranger?
You were looking, man.
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
It was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
I guess that's
I
the end
told
of
you
that
to beat
conversation.
it.
Yeah, I figured. Alright. Ask one damn question. Alright. On to this guy's place, because he's got some files for me. The explorer in me is just like, is there a chest around here? I don't think this is that kind of game. It's investigative stuff. Oh, I can also use this door too as well.
I've brought out the child vests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Alright.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Okay.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
That's another door.
This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. %. Oh, jeez.
I hope there's a lot of medical books, because that went up by like 2%. My gosh. To manifest. And more knowledge.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
It might be Fitzroy. Okay, nothing in there.
What a macabre souvenir.
Mm-hmm. Homeboy went out here. Oh.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
The terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailors' return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain Cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I don't know. It's not my signature next to that of Charles Hawkins.
I'm at sea for more than half the year. Anyone could have done it during my absence. What seems really important to me is that the dates on these manifests indicate that Charles probably had other contracts.
But not with you, though. I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
I don't know what a jetty is.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Why would I lie? Okay, so either this or this. I don't want to do that.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
I got 1 CP. Oh. Alright, definitely gonna do eloquence next. I kinda wanna work on my psychology too, but, well, we'll see. Oh. What? 45? Holy crap, man. Time was not kind to you, sir. His base is the Harbor Master's office, from where he misses nothing that happened on the island. The inhabitants of Darkwater respect him, the bootleggers despise him. He offered to help me in the investigation. And I kind of messed up by asking him about Cat, but I mean, that might be important later, so whatever. Chapter 2. Okay, I can cross here now.
Trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
I don't know what the jetty is, and he like aimed at all this. Okay, whatever.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh? We saw what you did to St. Brendan. Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the Navigator. He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
I don't know what a jetty
our
is.
beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue. Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us. What brings you to Darkwater?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly? You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do. St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat. It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here. Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here. So we drink.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum. They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder? They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors. If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing. Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Okay, so they're not too bad, just drunk. That guy's not talking to nobody. Okay. This guy's busy. Oh.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. Looks like Phoenician, or a very primitive runic script. I've never seen anything like it. This language, it's a whole lot older than this statue. Damnation. I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Alright. Fine. What the fuck? One of my cats probably just dropped something.
Come on, you could tell me. No, if it gets out, I'll have serious...
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaps. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I really should have raised eloquence. Okay.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
Gentlemen, you have a problem.
What? Who do you take yourself for?
Oh yeah? You're bluffing.
She said those knuckleheads are incapable of staying at their post.
Darn it.
You think he's telling the truth?
We'll find out. Prove that you really know Cat.
Well, I've rarely seen anyone who can hold their liquor as well as her.
Everyone knows that.
That just proves that you've seen her in the bar, not that you know her. Go on, beat it. We've seen enough of you.
Damn.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
I already found it. I'm just...
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
For crying out loud.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
Whatever.
There's something coming.
Alright, so yeah, this path had opened up to...
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
Kinda my job.
I shall take my leave.
Don't have a choice. Story progression depends on it.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Wait, how does... I kind of didn't read. How does the vision thing work? The spot hidden work? Alright, St. Brendan... Mechanism...
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Okay, but I guess I won't. Do I have to go investigate that thing first? Alright.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Oh, okay. So that's my lighter. Oh.
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
It's still on my screen. Do I need to... Am I still looking for something? Okay. Oh.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
What else is in this room? What else is... Nope. No.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Oh, okay. Now it's got a check mark, so I found everything. Cool. Okay. Oh, hold.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
Come on, for real? Okay. Whatever the hell that means now. Christ. Okay.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
This muddy alley is yours? Good for you. I've got work to do.
I don't think that you've quite understood the situation. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Had to be the huevos, huh?
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Why the huevos?
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
I'm back over here, so I didn't really go far. She was in the bar last I checked. Do you guys have anything new for me?
Well, well, look who's back.
Did you miss us?
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
I'll be back.
Take your time. We're going nowhere.
Christ. Okay.
Something real bad. Don't put that beast...
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back...
What could have done?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Alright, so I can't get
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Alright, what do you gotta tell me, bro? I talked to some people, I had an incident with
Back
this lady.
again.
Yep.
What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island. But I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
You again.
I just feel like he's just not gonna like let me do any of that.
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Let's say I want to buy a bottle from you.
Let's say I don't want to sell you one.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Oh, I have to deal with her, he said, and try talking to her again. God, it's gonna suck.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend.
Oh.
I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that, if I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us. And they'll be here long after we are gone.
The old families?
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, You'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, son. What's up, son? I'm here now, bitch.
Be a gentleman and move that for me. That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? What happened here?
Might as well. Hawkins Warehouse. Officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death, this warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers, and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life, photograph, press cutting. But it is a discovery of a partly charred painting recognized by Officer Bradley as having come off the Hawkins mansion that allows all doubts to be lifted as to the link between the contents of this building and the Hawkins case. That lighter doesn't give off much light, and it does not make me very excited for the darker scenes where I have to deal with hellish creatures. Alright. Am I done here? I don't have an objective. There's nothing else to observe, investigate. Oh, so many fish.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Wound up? You mean messed up?
Dog. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you. We do our job carefully and fairly. No stone was left unturned.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
Oh, well, okay.
Andrews, would you please shut the door?
That went way better than I thought.
Open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Cat
Officer
Baker.
Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Oof.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Loading screen. Oh, loading screen.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Alright, I guess I'll have this conversation with him and then take a break here. I saw that it auto-saved, but I don't know. We'll see. I want to at least get through this part.
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Yeah,
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Silas Winchester.
You're talking about...
Right. The Hawkins' old caretaker. Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Yes.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Game saved. Okay. Calling it here. I will be back to do this again later.